is singing. You can feel the passion, the emotion, not just of those clad in yellow and black, but of 2,500 Malaga fans.
From dreamers to giant slayers to now on the brink of relegation to 3rd Division, Malaga Club de Fútbol will forever be a team that the streets will never forget. From having players such as Isco, Caballero, De Michelis, Joaquin, Ochoa, Kameni, Santi Cazorla, and many more, Malaga went from a team who played beautiful football to now a long-forgotten fairy tale. What has happened to Malaga? Welcome back to World of Foot. My name's Eddie, and today we'll be focusing on a club that gave the football world an underdog to believe in, but one that has sadly been forgotten. Malaga Club de Fútbol was founded in 1948 under the name Club Atlético Malagueño, after being created as a reserve team for Sede Malaga, which was founded in 1904. Until changing their name in 1994, Malaga is most well known for being a team that would produce wonderful talents and give the world someone to root for. They have one Segunda División trophy, one Segunda División B trophy, which is the 3rd division of Spanish football, and 3 Tercera División titles, which is the 4th division of Spanish football. From 1997-98 to 1998-99, Malaga won their respective leagues and got promoted back-to-back times. This was an incredible feat, but the world wasn't ready for what Malaga would become. Malaga was never a team that was expected to win La Liga or be a competitor in European competitions, but that doesn't mean they weren't respected as a club. Well known for being a club with decent money to spend and incredible youth, Malaga was a consistent team in La Liga. They had a streak of 10 consecutive seasons fighting in the 1st division, and in total, they had been in it for 37 different seasons. For many, Malaga reached a cult-like status by their style of play and fun-to-watch players such as Isco, Juanmi, Kameni, Caballero, De Michelis, Van Nistelrooy, and many more who went on to have successful careers after leaving the club. But one would think, after producing so many talents, Malaga would be in a good place financially and have new stars coming up from their academy. Sadly, like many clubs, the owners have done nothing but let the club nosedive into the point of no return. Malaga reached the UEFA Champions League for the first time in their history in the 2012-2013 season. Miraculously, they reached the quarterfinals after topping their group, which consisted of AC Milan, Zenit St. Petersburg, and Anderlecht. Malaga won 3-0 in their first 2 matches against Anderlecht and Zenit, but the surprise came when they beat Milan at home 1-0 and tied them 1-1 at the San Siro. In the round of 16, Malaga drew Porto, who ended up having an invincible season in the Primeira Liga. Malaga lost the first leg 1-0 at the Estadio do Dragão, but they did manage to turn it around and won 2-0 at home. After doing what no one thought was possible, they drew against the eventual runners-up Borussia Dortmund. The first leg ended in a 0-0 draw, but the second leg ended in a giant battle in which Dortmund ended up winning 3-2. The fairy tale sadly ended though, but the future looked bright for Malaga. A 6th place finish in La Liga that season would have them participating in the UEFA Europa League, but they were handed a ban due to non-payment of debts and player wages. This was another sign that the owners were slowly killing the club. Even with the ban, Malaga had the solid foundation to compete for Europe the following season. With players like Isco, Roque Santa Cruz, and Joaquin leading the line, and De Michelis being the leader in the back, Malaga was going to be a team not to be messed with. Once the season ended, Malaga was looked at as the new team to watch, but it wasn't meant to be. Isco, Joaquin, De Michelis, and 12 other players were sold. With all the players sold, they had an extra 38 million euros to spend on strengthening the squad. Well, at least that's what people thought. Malaga only spent 5 million on players during that transfer window. This was an early warning sign that the club was not going in the right direction. Ever since that fairy tale season ended, Malaga has spent a total of 41 million euros in 10 years. The total they got from selling players was 172.5 million in that same time period. So where did that money go? I can't forget to mention that Malaga also received close to 15 million in bonuses from the Champions League that season. Players like Santi Cazorla, Nacho Monreal, Salomón Rondón, and 15 other players departed the season before that Champions League run. With a total amount of 41 million euros coming in from those transfers, money was there for Malaga, but the owners had other plans. After maintaining in La Liga for the following 5 years after that Champions League run, Malaga was relegated to the 2nd division. With a lack of funding from the owners and no solid plan for the future, it was evident that Malaga would fall into that 2nd division. It sadly seems like there's no plan to not only get back to La Liga, but to even stay afloat in the 2nd division of Spanish football. At the time of recording, Malaga sits level on points with Ponferradina at 19th place only because of their goal differential. With 6 matches left, Malaga needs to focus to stay afloat. But considering how their track record with transfers and tactics and managers, they will be in the same situation in the next season if they manage to stay up. Malaga was bought by Abdullah Al Thani in 2010 for a reported 36 million euros. Sheikh Abdullah now finds himself involved in an ongoing court case over the manipulation of funds and irregular activities. The Qatari businessman was essentially banned from any sporting or overall control of the club in 2020 due to that investigation. Reports in 2020 showed that the owner owed close to 8.5 million euros to the club. This has been extremely detrimental for Malaga. They were also handed a transfer ban in 2020, which was eventually lifted a year earlier than expected in 2022. The ban was due to financial mishandling by their owner. This is a club trying to survive the relegation battle while their owner is involved in a criminal case. It's tough to see a bright side to all this, but Malaga fans might be having some of that coming their way. Qatar Sports Investments, or QSI, who are better known for owning Paris Saint-Germain, are rumored to be looking to buy controlling shares of Malaga. Considering the amount of money that QSI has invested into PSG, Malaga might have a resurgence sooner than expected. Gigantic buyouts have become a common trend in football nowadays. It's a shame to see in my opinion, but times are changing. Even though they might be bought out, Malaga still has a very long way to go to get back to where and what they once were. Even with these rumors of a buyout circling, Malaga has to give it its all to make sure they can stay in La Segunda. Last season, they finished in 18th place, just 5 points away from getting relegated. They can only get to a point in which luck isn't on their side anymore. Malaga's top scorer is the longtime seasoned vet Ruben Castro, with 9 goals. A team trying to survive cannot be relying on a 41-year-old striker to lead the team. It's tough to find positives with Malaga at the moment. With a squad with an average age of 28 and the uncertainty of ownership, there's one thing that will always be there for Malaga: their faithful fans. They're always there to support their team. Malaga averages 18,414 fans per game, which is an incredible amount, especially comparing them to league leaders Eibar, who only average 4,899. Given though, Malaga has the 4th biggest stadium in the league, but it shows that people are still showing up to support their club. One can only hope that the football world can see Malaga back in the first tier of Spanish football. One thing is for certain though, the joy and memories that they gave us will not be forgotten by the diehard fans of the sport. Malaga is just one of many clubs that have been betrayed by their owner, and it's a reoccurring trend that we are sadly witnessing in football. Until there is change and restrictions placed, it will not be the last. Thank you for watching this video. I've been really enjoying the research process of it all. I've been learning a lot, and I hope I can show you all some of the things that are not mentioned in the mainstream news. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what team you'd like for me to cover next. I also have a Discord server, the link is in the description below. And yeah guys, take care, and until next time, my name's Eddie, and this was the tragic downfall of Malaga Club de Fútbol.